Good morning, everybody. We are up and getting rolling here because we have rain pending. Weather Channel's telling me 48 minutes, so that would have been during our normal walk. And we're only getting out about, honestly, 5 minutes early. Hey, now it's working again. Alright, I'm hoping it's recording now because, you know what, I better check. Yes. I've had problems. I've recorded this clip twice and nothing's happened. Alright, so the side-by-side footage yesterday, I go back to what I've been saying all along is the iPhone is my preferred camera. Don't get me wrong, the DJI is a nice little handy guy to have on hand, but overall, for clarity and everything, definitely prefer having the iPhone. I will say though, the side-by-side rig, that worked out really nice. The downside to it is I cannot hook in microphones without using different cabling with the Rodes, or I mean with the DJIs. I could use the Rodes. Even then I'm restricted. Yeah, I can still do it. But overall, honestly, I think some of these things we go to, that might turn into a system. Once I get the remote, that might turn into a system, because that way I can have two different focal points, because sometimes I miss things with the iPhone because it's just not I don't use the wide angle, but that way it'd give me a second look at things. So I might have to look into doing that in the future. But overall, I think it was a good test. And we got some fishies underwater. Mike did say though that was the murkiest the water's been up there. Of course, we've had quite a bit of rainfall. If you look at the rivers around here and the streams, they're very muddy. So, and that gets an inflow from another stream. What are you doing, Priya? Come on, Bubby. So, all right, guys, it's starting to drizzle. Come on, let's get moving. It's starting to drizzle. I feel it. I feel misting on my arms. So, it's overall though a good test, and finally got a side-by-side. Mr. Sky is slowly trying to open up here. It said we had 48 minutes, but I think that might not be right. I didn't even film down there. Oh well, it's gray, it's cloudy, is what it is. But happy Monday, everybody. Oh yeah, happy Monday. Been up since 4:35, something like that, and I work until 8 o'clock tonight. So exciting. Can't wait. I don't know why this grass is this wet. It doesn't feel very dewy out, but my feet are soaked already. Unless we didn't show any signs of rain overnight. I don't know. Is what it is. Yeah, little man, he's making his way this morning. I forget which foot. I think it's his right back foot. He's literally chewed it, and it was bleeding yesterday morning, and Terry's like, nope, he ain't going. So little man had to stay home. He was okay about it, I guess, with her, but when I came home, he kind of shunned me because I didn't take him along. But she was a good dog yesterday. Such a different disposition without him around. She just kind of moseyed with us because we were her people. She did a really good job. I'm really proud of her. And it was a lot easier handling one puppy than two. But not to say I didn't miss little guy, because he's a good little dog too. He's good on these walks, better than she is normally. She was more like him yesterday. It was kind of funny. We ended up going close to like 4 miles. Come on. I don't know if I'm ready for today. We'll see. No, it doesn't matter. I have to be. These mosquitoes this morning are fucking vicious. Damn, they're like landing everywhere on me. On my arms, on my face, in my hair, on my arm again. Oh, I was trying to say something and I don't remember what the hell I was going to say because I've been smashing bugs for like the last 3 minutes. Come on, Priya, you got to walk, baby. Come on. Oh, so the triple footage, that was fun. I actually have that synced, but because Mike and I were standing a distance apart, until he actually got closer to me, it was off a little bit. I was like, well, we're just gonna, it's gonna correct itself near the end. But that was fully synced up in audio, but because he was standing, you know, further down the pathway talking, it kind of caused a little bit of an echo. That's it actually went pretty good, decent last night with that. In our conversation last night, I told Mike that the top of my list right now of all the places we've done is got to be Letchworth. That was just inspiring with the waterfalls. And Mike's telling me that he's got ones that can top it. It's gonna take a lot. And he said they're actually in Pennsylvania. We don't have to go to New York for them. We'll see. I mean, that's one that's gonna stay in my mind for a while. Definitely want to go back there. But I think next time, that's gonna be, I'm just gonna use the iPhone. I mean, I was still playing around with the DJI at the time, because it just got it, but I think the iPhone is the smart way to go. And of course, we won't be going back until after hopefully the iPhone 15 Pro Maxes are out with all the new happy stuff. I'm a little concerned because they say they're gonna all come out, I think 13th or 15th or something is the release or the announcement, but there could be delays on certain models, which I think it was year of COVID. It was the Pro Max. Pro Max came out like way after everybody else. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking at all my options on how, because I'm still on the whole grappling of two. One is a main camera dedicated with just very few apps, and then the other one, as if I were to overdo it, although if they come out with a 2 terabyte model, that could change my thinking. Because then, but it's nice to have two even cameras. Two cameras I can throw in and just do the same settings and be done with it. So that's not how it works with the DJI. They're totally different. Saturation's way different, and my exposures don't adjust on the DJI, but they do on the iPhone. I tried to turn things down yesterday and see if it helped. Made it worse. Planning on doing there, sister? Huh? Yeah, Mateo, you need to find a spot and do your boom booms too. Priya's already done hers. Yes, she has, because she's a good girl. She's still being a little sluggish this morning now. Of course, those little legs walked 4 miles yesterday. So she was quite happy to get back to the car. Yesterday we were hoping to show the smoke vents in Centralia. Unfortunately, didn't pan out because it was up a cliff. He says, and it's back that way, you know, like we passed it on the road. There was no other pull-offs. He thought it was actually, you're allowed to go there, but yesterday we weren't sure because it was saying there was no motor vehicles allowed. It didn't say no trespassing, but there was a road that went up and there was concrete pillars there, but it was not a safe spot to park. So, I don't know. Part of me thought about getting the drone out, but it was too much coverage to really get through and get up in the air and maybe look down. But yeah, you got to really be careful in Centralia. They really have that police now. So many people have gotten hurt and killed. The graffiti highway is covered. I'm going to say probably about 300 yards in with dirt now because it keeps collapsing because the ground is unsafe. So they've just piled dirt on top of it and made it a no trespassing area for public safety. And you can get yourself in a lot of trouble if you try to go there. So we didn't even venture there. It's sad. I wish I would have, known it was that close for this long. I would have gone there before it was shut down. Live and learn. It was one of those places I've always wanted to go, but never did. For those of you not familiar, Centralia is really close to where we were yesterday. It had a coal fire, I believe, in the 80s. That they never got under control, and to this day it still is burning. They tried a couple different ways to put it out, but you're talking 1980s. They failed, and finally they just condemned the city, knocked almost all the houses down with the exception of, I think, like, looking at Google Maps, there may be 4 properties, people that refuse to move, but they have actual gas coming up into their houses from the coal fires. So at some point, anytime, it could just like go boom. And then they moved permanently. It's kind of sad. I mean, it was a really nice little town. was a really bustling little town because of the coal in Pennsylvania. And now it's just streets with just nothing on the blocks. And I forget what Mike called it, but yeah, it's basically, it's condemned. You can't build or move there. Well, good evening, everybody. Oh, I don't think my flash came on. That's kind of weird. Priya, we're going this way, baby. Priya, come on. Yeah, nightfall. Man, I can't remember the last time I did a clip at night. Good evening, everybody. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. I can't see where I'm going. I feel like I'm falling off the sidewalk. All right, so I did a little time-lapse low light test. I can't say dark because there was still some light in the sky with the Action 4 tonight. I don't know. Mike and I are kind of on the same page. The 10 megapixel camera, like to take stills with, it's kind of underwhelming, really. Even with RAW, doesn't really do a great job. I mean, don't get me wrong, it snaps photos, but they're not of great quality. I can't see where she's going. She just stopped. Come on. Come on. If you're not peeing, you got to keep walking. So, I kind of just, I was thinking about on the way home, you know, I'm doing all these little videos and testing. I do it all on the fly. There is no script. There is no planning. It is if you went out on a vacation, you went out on a trip, and you just turn the camera on and film. There is no film crew behind me. Granted, Mike was helping yesterday, stole one of his clips, so you could see the rig I had set up, which was very convenient, quite balanced to my dad. It's pretty decent to do some side-by-side stuff. I don't know what he's doing. So, and it's also not sponsored. DJI had no influence in this video. So, out of my own pocket. So much fun. But, I mean, it's a nice little camera. You know, the reason I wanted to go with DJI, I've had too many GoPros and just been lackluster. And I wanted to try something different, and I have. Is it better than GoPro? I don't know. I don't have an 11 to compare it to. Mike's is on its way back to GoPro to get replaced. So if you guys want to see a GoPro Hero 11 and the Action 4 side by side, let me know. So I did get his Abaquil at work tonight, so he's had a pill, another $40 worth of medication. So we're now up to $120 for this little itchy boy. Plus he gets a set point shot, which is another $80. Yeah, so this dog is racking us up some money. And then, of course, this one here is going to get over $117 worth of medications on Wednesday as well. Lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. So I know that was quite the swing of talking about a camera to that. So, but get these guys out. Hopefully they do some pottying, and I got to be able to see. So I will see you in the morning. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.